What's up YouTube? Today we are playing Goreclaw, Terror of Qualsisma. This is a 4 mana, 4/3 legendary creature bear that has creature spells you cast with power 4 or greater, cost 2 less to cast, and whenever Goreclaw, Terror of Qualsisma attacks, each creature we control with power 4 or greater gets +1/+1 and gains trample until the end of turn. So this commander rewards us for playing creatures with power 4 or greater, and it will reduce the cost. So we are trying to ramp very fast into Goreclaw and just deploy our threats, deploy big stumpy threats in green that will help us close the game. For that, we will try to ramp using Abriel Grazer, Gilded Goose, Llanowar Elves. We also have most of the mana dorks, Rid of the Cowl. We have the Lysian Caryatid, the Incubation Druid, Into the North for more ramp, Leaf Gilder, Leafkin Druid, Nature's Way for removal. We have the Paradise Druid for more ramp. Ramp through, we are filled with all these fighting spells or punching spells that we want to use to avoid getting wrecked by aggro strategies. And then we have more ramp in the form of Sculptor of Winters, Anglefroller Hedron, Arcane Signet, Cold Steel Heart, and all of the 2 mana ramp spells. We also have Rona's Monument, which is a very good card in our deck just because it allows us to reduce the cost of all our green creatures, but it also pumps and gives trample to our little mana dorks. So every time that we play another creature, some of these mana dorks might become a good threat to push through more damage. On the threats that we're trying to play, we have starting at the 4 mana slot, we have the Nylea, which is also a good cost reduction spell for us, and then we have the Questing Beast, Overwhelmed Oddity. Ideally we are paying 2 just to play these because of the reduction from Goreclaw. We have Battle Mammoth in the 5-drop, Elder Gargoth, all of the pretty good threats in green from 3 mana upwards. So from Hemoth, the Hydra, Kura, Nissa just because it's really good card in its own, and we have the Worship Warchief from Streets of New Capenna, and then above that we have the All-Stars, the Aberbrook's Caretakers, the Tovolar Handmasters, the Coglas, the Beanstalk Giants, the Ancient Brass Dragon new edition from Baldur's Gate, the Old Nobun from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. We have Thorn Mammoth for more removal. We have Nyxville Magen to accelerate our mana, Vorinclex just because it's a win condition, Behemoth, Crater Hoof Behemoth just to close the game, Baby Behemoth in the Forerunners to also close the game, the Great Henge for mana acceleration but also for card draw, and Galta just because most of the time we pay 2 to play this. So the mana base is pretty easy with most snow cover forests and a couple of utility lands. So this is a very budget friendly deck in the sense in the mana base, not in the other cards. But yeah, we are trying to ramp to Goreclaw and ramp even faster into our bigger threats. The problem with this type of deck threats is that they depend too much on the commander to deploy the strategy. So you will see in the games that as soon as we had Goreclaw removed, then we were bound to lose our games. But when Goreclaw sticks, it snowballs and you control the board and you have an intimidating presence. So sticking Goreclaw to the battlefield might be good. It might be even a better idea to add more Snakeskin Veil's effects just for more protection. We might be lacking a couple of that. We are using Snakeskin Veil and we are using probably here in the 2 mana slot the Heroic Intervention, to protect it, but I think it's a little bit lacking on the protection spells, so that might be something to consider for a next iteration of the deck. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, please consider subscribing, commenting, and hitting the like button. Let's go into the action. We're going up against Jadar, Mono Black, Zombies, Sacrifice. Opponent goes first. We keep this hand, trying to play into our big mana spells. Play the Forest, opponent with a Castle Lockwayne, and Jadar comes out quickly. We will play another Forest, and we also will play a Sculptor of Winter, trying to get to the Blizzard Brawl next turn to attempt at killing Jadar. Opponent attacks with the Decade creature, we won't block. Nice synergy there. Decade creature dies. Draw a card from the Augur. Put another Decade creature, so we will do what we had planned. We can Arcane Signet. Let me think. We can Signet. And I'm debating about killing Jadar or killing the Underdogger. And I think here the answer is that we should kill the Ogre. Because they will draw too many lands for us to catch up. So here we will also attack for 3, since we are not planning on blocking with the Winter, with the Sculptor of Winter. So opponent plays a Pitiless Plunder, so more synergies for their DK Zombie. And unless we can get to this and really run with the game, we are in trouble. Let's think. Here we could potentially run Goreclaw and reduce the cost of our Caretaker and the Forerunners, or we could run the Forerunner, the Caretaker just to start blocking. I'm wondering what's the most efficient. We have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, and this, yeah, we cannot. So with that in mind, I think we want to go Forest, untap Forest, play the Caretaker, put a couple of counters on the Sculptor, and see if we can come back in this game. Ayara, more synergies for their sacrifice. So the zombie comes here, we block. They create a treasure token. What's the follow-up? Liana's Devotee. Okay. So many synergies. This is a good draw. So we will play the Snow-Covered Forest. And here we might be able to set up for next turn. So we will play Goreclaw, reduce the cost of these cards, and yeah, we're missing just 1 mana to play the Kogla. But we can destroy. No, we cannot destroy anything. All right, so put the counters on the Goreclaw. Do not attack. Pass with Boseiju open if they play something relevant. And let's hope that we can do something meaningful next turn. They might have a removal for the Goreclaw. Yeah, they have it. Okay. So they remove Goreclaw. Gain a life. They sacrifice their DK token to draw a card. And what else? No follow-ups? No follow-ups. Alright. They create another DK token. They drain us. Nylea. So we will play these, and I think 5, 6, 7, 8. So what is the best play here? The best play might be Kogla, just to remove one of their synergy pieces. We will just do that. We will remove probably Ayara. That's too much card draw for them. And we pass. Put the counters on Sculptor. And do not attack. Yeah, we are holding, but they have a six cards in their hand. Serrated Scorpion, they will drain us out of this game if we don't react on time. Yeah. Cultist, more fodder for their discard, for their sacrifice synergies, so killing Ayara was actually good. Alright, yeah. They have removal. And we are in a bit of trouble. More removal for the Sculpture. They cannot target the Caretaker, which is very nice. We don't want to flip these by not playing spells, just because they have the ability to double spell very easily, and they will turn that back to the front side. But yeah, opponent is training us Dark Ritual. And the Wolf Strider. Sacrifice, Great Treasures. Scry 1. And now they're passing. Go to their end step, create another token, drain us. And we go to return. Hoof. And the Forerunner. Huh? So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think our best bet here is to play Nylea. Hope to leave another turn. Hope to leave another turn and maybe slam one of these. Put the counters there. And do not attack. And now we can safely concede. Yeah. Too little, too late. On to the next game against Ayara. So we seem to be matched up against mono black strategies. Don't like this hand, this is very expensive. So we will mulligan. This is much better. Okay, we go first. So we will keep these. I think I'm going to play the Florahedron tapped. Just because we have the Paradise Druid and then we have another 3 mana play and then a 4 mana play, so I don't seem to have time for that. So we can go into the north, ramping. I do this, we always prefer land-based ramp instead of creature, although this has hexproof, but they could make a sacrifice. Trespasser's Curse, that seems good against us. And with 4 mana, I think I want to both cast the Ronos Monument and the Paradise Druid with the discount. So we set up pretty nicely for next turn. We were trying to play Goreclaw into Froghemoth, and they play Ayara. We won't block the creature with Death Touch. And let's see if we can do everything here. So we can start by playing, we play Mindstone, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, we play this, and this costs 2, so I don't think we can do everything. Let me think again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I think we play Mindstone, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I think this works. All right, so top 2. Play the Mindstone. Tap the Mindstone. 2 green. Play this. This gets pumped, and then with this we play the Behemoth, and we will pump Goreclaw. We will go to attacks. Attack you 4/4, and yeah, pretty well. We can draw a card from the Mindstone. They play the Silver's Mode Ghoul, so they keep training us and our tribe. So we will begin by drawing with Mindstone. I think we have that possibility. Draw with Mindstone, trade good the goose. So now we can go into attacks. They have Death Touch and Lifelink, which is kind of bad. So what do we do about this Death Touch and Lifelink? I think we still want to push damage through, because we will be able to. So let's put everything on the Behemoth, make the Behemoth the biggest possible. Do this, play the Llanowar tribe. Put also these on the Paradise Druid. And we will attack with everything. This will pump our creatures with 4+ toughness. So here we want to smack with everything. And we have a lot of mana to recast our commander. They choose to block the Behemoth. Oh, they go down to 14. They lose their Death Toucher. We gain a life. No, we don't. It's a non-creature. They will sacrifice the Silver's Moat. So they play Sorin. We'll put a Vampire. We draw a Caretaker. This is really good for us. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Caretaker. We'll give +2/+2 to the Paradise Druid. We will put the counters on the Llanowar tribe. And we will attack with all our ground creatures. We will go face. Everything gains +1/+1 and trample. So we're putting a lot of pressure here. Opponent chumps. They go to 4. And we can pass the turn. Opponent needs something good. Make another Vampire. Gain a life. Drain us for 1. Bastion of Remembrance to keep the training, but I don't think this is going to be enough for them, because we can attack with even with our Faceless Haven. And now we can create another food token. And I think this will seal the deal. Let's see. Well, I think that what we do here is we animate the Faceless Haven and the Scuba. We go to the next game. Facing Corvold Sacrifice stuff. They go first. We have pretty good hand. Hopefully we get more lands to get to our 5 drops and 6 drops. I think we will start again with the Florahedron. Tapped, yeah. Just because we have other 2 mana plays to make. Druid. Same situation as before. We want to ramp with the land ramp into the north. Get a Snork over forest, pass. Next turn we might play both our mana dorks just to get as fast as possible to our threats. And also we need to hold up Snakeskin Veil to actually take care of our things. So we play another land, we go Ornithopter and Paradise Druid. And here we might see Corvold come into play. But then we will set up with Goreclaw and maybe have a turn in which we can play these 2 at the same time. Old Noble, alright, we might be in a lot of trouble, so I will definitely block there, not allow them to get more treasures. Okay, so we're missing land drops now, so I will tap these for Goreclaw and see if we can have a... So right now I'm thinking that if they have a removal spell we lose, so we might want to deploy our threats as best as possible, and one way to do that is to take actually advantage of this being 1 mana, and because now we will get a very, very big hit from Old Nabon. They will have infinite treasures. So our chances of winning this game, our chances at winning this game was for them not having a removal spell. Because now they have everything, they can play that and play the Corvold out of the treasures, sacrifice it, Archmancer, and we don't have a way to deal with this. So yeah, we can concede here. We were dead anyways, so... Going up against Old Redstein, one of my favorites. We go first with a good looking hand. So we started by playing a Snow-Covered Forest and pass. Opponent with a Temple, scry 1. We draw in Nature's Way, hopefully we keep drawing lands, and we will go Coldsteel Heart. Select green. Next turn we can try to play our Goreclaw. Devouring Tendrils. Alright, so we can go Seiju as a land and play the Goreclaw. Next turn we can play the Monument and the Ronas if need. They have the Playcrafter. Sacrifice. Hopefully draw a land here. We don't. Alright, so let's continue deploying our things. Bonus Monument, pass. We play the Old Redstein, gonna start milling. Mill a creature. And now we do what? We're still missing land drops. Well, we can Ronas. And we could use any of these. But we will do the Nature's Way. Killing the all red thing. Passing to them. Not good time to miss land drops constantly. Right. Miss some. They searching for a basic. Hopefully we can play Goreclaw this turn. Okay, probably deal with an Nisa if we can. Oh, so they brought they brought a Rankle. Too brutal. Just too brutal. Sacrifice creature. Now we draw the land. And we can only do this. Hopefully they hope that they cannot remove our Goreclaw, but this is a little sketchy. Yeah, this looks over. Shaper to mill, and they will sacrifice it, sacrificing our creature, and we will concede. Not having luck with this deck so far. Playing against dragons, Blade with the Reason. Opponent goes first. We have again a sketchy hand that has ramp, but most of our big threats. But we will try to ramp into with Goreclaw into our big things. See if that's a viable strategy. That's what our deck is trying to do, so we might as well try to do it. So land nowhere else. This allows us to play Rona's Monument hopefully next turn. Opponent with the Signet. We draw our third land, which is very nice, and we will play the Monument. So they are a Reanimator Dragon deck. These are spoils. We have to be careful with the Rapacious Dragons. Alright, so we will play the land, and now we can go for Goreclaw. Pump the land nowhere else, attack, and hopefully, yeah, this is constant with this deck. We are praying that they cannot remove Goreclaw. If they can't, then we're good, and they can, and now we're not good anymore. Alright, well, hitting the land was also good here. Oh no, I totally screwed up that one. Should have played the land after the Provisioner. We would have a food, we would have a treasure token. Okay. Sloppy play here. They play the Fable Passage. Yeah, we would be good with that treasure. Dang it. Now we need a land from the top. Land from the top, and we are still rolling. Terror of the Peaks. We need a land. Don't draw the land. Dang it. Alright, so... well, let's start by Field of Ruin. We will destroy the Blood Crypt. This will put a land into play. We can now have a treasure. Put a treasure. Cast the Ronas. Give +2/+2 to the Tireless Provisioner and attack them for 5. But now the problem is that they will cast their commander, reanimate something here. and start dealing damage with the Terror of the Pigs, killing the Tireless Provisioner. But if we draw the land, we have the Thorn Mammoth to kill the Terror of the Pigs. We don't draw the land. Not drawing the land here is really painful because we want to save this treasure. What we can do is we can play Goreclaw and hope that they don't have, well, no, because Terror of the Pigs kind of tears apart. We might need to actually put pressure to them. So what do we do? Well, yeah, we need to play the Hydra. Play the Hydra, hope that we can snag a land in the next turn from the top of our deck and maybe seal a victory, but we are in dire straits because now they can play their commander, attack us for... Now, I think we're dead just because they can deal so much damage, but yeah, they can still do that. They can play their commander, reanimate something, that something will ping us with Terror of the Pigs, and then they can attack us for 8. So let's see what they do. Reanimate. And I think we're dead. Yeah. Treasure tokens. 14, 11, 7, 3, and we're dead. Well, let's try one more time. Going up against Vito, live game. We will not go first. Not lucky with the dice roll today, but hey, those are good cards, so we will keep. Gilded Goose is good. We will get a food. Turn 2, play the Caryatid. Opponent trying to will kill the Gilded Goose. That's fine. We draw a Rex Sage. We play the Lysian Caryatid. And hopefully next turn we can go Goreclaw and not see him die. Well, opponent had different plans for us. More removal. So now we can foretell the Battle Mammoth. And next turn we might just play the Battle Mammoth just to have some value from them targeting our stuff. Shadow Heart. Drain us for 1. And War Oils. We will go play the Battle Mammoth. And pass. Opponent thinking about removing the Battle Mammoth with the infinite removal. We do. We draw a card. Hopefully it's a land. It's a Mind Stone, almost a land. Are they missing land drops? They are. Alright. So here's our land. We will play these, and now what? We can land anywhere else. Well, no, we have to play Nissa here. This is our advantage. Play the Nissa and tap a forest. Attack with Vigilance. Ran into Fatal Push. Oof. Yeah, looks like it. Do they have it? Yeah. Oh, March. exiling 2 cards from hand. That I don't mind. Alright, so this resolves. Exiled Murderous Rider and Tavern Swindler, so they might have an answer for Nissa? Or they're trying to, what? Assemble a combo? Veto. They are trying to assemble a combo, right? Otherwise that play was kind of, yeah. Alright, so we have infinite mana. We can Goreclaw into untap a forest, attack with the snow cover forest, and then we can toggle our Handmaster and also Mindstone, and finally the Llanowar Elves. And if they can combo kill us here, good for them. We have no answer with mono green. Maybe, yeah, good game. They have a combo? No, they scoop up. Alright, so we got a win.